I'm Josh with 102.1 KXSU, and I'm here with Jemere Morgan, reggae artist, and I'm just going to ask him a few questions. First is, what's it like being on tour with these two big artists, Boog and Mersa? How's it feel?
It's a great experience. It's a unity of reggae music, which is the Samoan Islands and us Jamaican artists touring together. So bringing the Caribbean and the islands together like that for one tour, it's an amazing feeling. And they're brothers, they're my brothers. So touring with them is just like family, like me touring my family, Morgan Heritage. So it's a great experience, and we're loving it every night.
Ask a little bit about your background. I've read on the Facebook page that you were originally doing rap music, and how did that turn into a reggae career for you?
Well, I've toured my family for the past since I was young. You know what I mean? Since I was younger, and I grew up between Brooklyn and Jamaica. So the influence of hip hop and reggae music has been heavy on me as an artist and as a person. So just my first love for music was hip hop. You know what I mean? Listening to 50 Cent and Jadakiss and all those type of artists, and that's where when I first started the music, I started rapping because that was the first influence. But eventually, when I really started to take music serious and started singing, I had to go to my root, which is reggae, and that's the background I come from, my family, and here I am today.
Let's see. It feels like you and Marley, Marley, you have kind of this family background in the genre. I guess you kind of touched on it a little bit, but how has maybe your father and his work with his band, how has that really influenced you?
As of learning,
maybe you working with them.
Well, not even just working with them, just being around them is a learning experience. Always, whether they're cooking, whether they're having a conversation or argument or doing something or even performing on stage, I learned a lot from that whole aspect. You know what I mean? I learned how to perform from my family, how to entertain a crowd, how to live with people, how to talk with people. So just that type of being from that Jamaican culture, you gain. I mean, you learn respect. You learn respect and how to be humble as an artist. You know what I mean? Because Jamaican people will love to be humble. You know what I mean? Whether we're the most talented people in the world, you have some hype people. In every culture, you have some hype people and you have humble people. But from my family background, I learned the humbleness of being who you are. Whether you're Michael Jackson or whatever, be humble, and people will treat you as how you should be treated.
It really comes through.
Yeah.
Let's see. How much inspiration do you think you pull from your father, or where else do you get inspiration from?
That's life itself. You know what I mean? Every day I learn, and every day is a learning experience for me. Like I said, it's I make a lot of mistakes and I learn from it. It only has to be one time, and I learn from it, and we'll move on. And yeah, like I said, life itself is his biggest experience for me. I can tell you how much time, I can't even tell you how much time I failed, but the most important thing is to get back up and continue your mission.
I'm gonna ask you about your recent album, Transition.
Yeah.
When did that come out?
January 6th.
Of this year?
January 6th of this year. It's been great, man. It's an album. The album is about me transitioning from a kid to a man, and like I said, life experience is what the album is right. Me going through relationships, traveling the world with my family, learning about different cultures and talking about different political views, why at the same time, but not making it direct, but just making awareness of it, of the situations that we're in the world, and just having fun and celebrating life. Like I have a record on the album named Celebrate Life. I have sometimes people, they're living and they're not actually enjoying life. I mean, you're going to work every day or you're going to school every day, back home, and it's the same process every day. Take time to really have fun with life and appreciate it.
Yeah, I was going to ask you what the transition was, but you touched on it there.
Exactly. It's me turning from a kid to a man to who I am now, and still growing at the same time. So the transitioning phase, and it's the best chapter of my life, I would say, at this moment, because like I said, I'm making a lot of mistakes and I'm learning from it at the same time, and a lot of responsibilities I'm taking on myself as a man now, as of dealing with tour financials and business stuff. I have to be more on top of it now. So just to see me reach to that point after seeing my family deal with it so many years, and to see that I have to deal with that now, I'm happy because I'm prepared for it.
That's good. Let's see. I know my personal favorite song on there is "Good Old Roots."
Good Old Roots. That's actually my favorite song to perform.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it just really stands out among the tracks.
Definitely. Yeah.
It's really something special.
It's a good song.
But would you want to talk about that or another one of your favorite songs?
Transition. The title track of the album is one of my favorites as well. Because it's really speaking about you as a person transitioning, and sometimes when you're transitioning, you're afraid of changing, and you're afraid of doing certain things that'll destroy your life, or you might fail at it. You know what I mean? You can't be afraid to fail. And the beginning of the song saying, what it says? I remember when I used to try to run and get away from myself. Oh, I ran away 'cause it seemed too tough. I didn't think I was brave enough. I can't remember my own lyrics, but yeah, it's basically saying, you know, I didn't think I was brave enough to continue or to make that change that's currently happening in my life, and I made the change, and I put out an album, and I'm on a major tour alongside Boog, and I would never think I would be on tour with Boog or even be on tour after I put out an album. So everything happened in timing, and because I wasn't afraid to make a change in my life, here I am.
Let's see. What do you think led to that change? What kind of brought you there? What were the steps to that?
Me wanting better for myself as an artist and as a person. I always wanted more and more for my career, more to grow and want people to hear my music. So it's certain things that I had to change as a person for that to happen. You know what I mean? And to see where I am, to see where I was 5 years ago, to see where I am now, it's an amazing place that I am. So I give thanks for growth.
Let's see. What does it mean to you? You've spoken about the album itself, but it's been amazingly successful so far. What does that mean to you? That success?
That we did some work. We've been working, you know what I mean? And blessed to my team that's been constantly working day to day. Jacob and Austin and my whole Data Sun Entertainment family. Every day it's been, and Malika, my publicist as well. She's been, you know, she probably get this interview with you. You know what I mean? So just the whole process of everything that's going on with this transitioning phase, I give thanks to everybody. I give thanks for you for being a part of this journey as well. So, yeah, man.
Let's see. Do you have any future projects in the works?
Of course, of course. With videos from the album, we have in works as well. We shot some videos before the tour, and looking forward to releasing it soon. But I have some more videos to shoot after this tour is done. We'll be releasing soon as well. So, but as of album-wise, I already started on the second album as well too. So, more works to come. So make sure you guys keep following.
All right, we're eager to hear. And actually, one of the questions that your manager gave me was about considering yourself a new generation of reggae. How do you feel about that sentiment? You embodying kind of I guess, like a new generation, a new group of artists.
It's a responsibility. It's a responsibility because we have to be aware of what we say as musicians and artists. We have to be aware of what we're doing, because people do it to you and they will do whatever you say in your music, and you have to be aware. And I'm aware of that responsibility, and I take full charge of it. And I'm glad to be chosen as one of those people that representing that new reggae music and the new generation of it. So we're having fun with it, and like I said, learning experience. I might even name that the second album, learning experience. But yeah, man, it's a good place to be, and I hope that everyone that listens to the album can take a piece of it and say, hey, I learned something from this album, or I want to be a part of this guy's journey.
That seems to be the kind of the overarching theme of what we've got here. Your transition, your kind of growing, changing. Well, I think that's all I have for you. It's great to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you as well.
Excited for the show.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You're gonna be here tonight.
Yes, I will
Sweet,
be.
sweet, positive.
Mhm.
Good.